All right. Welcome. What we're going to be doing today, I'm going to be trading until noon. And I'm going to be risking $2,400 on a Top Step account, max. And we'll be trading 10:30 a.m. until noon. So we got an hour and a half here of work. What we're going to be doing is, look, I don't have necessarily, I have many systems. But in this case, we're not doing any specific strategy. We're just trading, bro. We say, you know what? I have so much information and knowledge and experience in trading. Just do what you think's going to make money. I don't care. I don't care. Just do what you think is going to make money. Look, you got $2,400. Do what you think is going to happen. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So if this is the way it is, what I'm going to do is immediately look at the volume profile. I want to know the volume profile here today. I think that's important. It's going to be just some big movement upwards, 10.08. Yeah, and it's going to be, let's say 07 in the morning until now, which is 10:35. Let's see this volume profile here. See what it looks like. All right, so what we got so far is a bimodal distribution. It looks like there's a lot of volume on top, a lot of volume on bottom. The thing is here, I'm willing to take shorts immediately, meaning not straight off the bat, but basically this is the point of control that I think it's going to land in. So it's above the point of control right now, so I'm short biased. It could be a trend day where it continues ripping upwards. Absolutely. It absolutely can be. I've seen that too. But in this case, I think it's safest to mean revert going short. So if it goes upwards, I would like to mean revert. Mean revert means double down on losers. Trail your target. Right now, the ES is in a 2R up movement. So you can get in now and risk it all the way to 5R. So our stop loss would be 1, 2, 3 away. So 808.75, 808.75. Can you highlight that, please? Yeah, I can. 808.75, which is up there. That would be my stop loss. I would not appreciate that, but that's a very far ways. It can trend that way and do that. It can. But I don't think it will, personally. I just don't think it will. Why do I not think it? Why wouldn't I think it will do that? Because my basis is that this point of control is going to grow, and it's actually going to become bigger than the bottom point of control. Will I think there's going to be a transfer from the high point of control to the low point of control? It looks like it's tried and it got bought up. I mean, it could, and we have a big range day, but let's just see what the daily chart looks like. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't know. The daily chart, I have it on a different screen. It's just a bummer. Daily chart looks like it's breaking out to the upside at all-time highs. Oh, that's NQ. Oh, same thing. Same thing on the ES. And I'm looking at the ES right now. I don't care which way it is. Yeah. Oh, and as far as I'm concerned, it's very, very likely to go 1.5%, 90% likely to go 1.5% from the contract open. The contract opened at this price at about 67.12. A contract opened at 67.96 right now. Let's see what percentage that is as a gain. It's gone one up 1.29% from the contract open. It's a 90% chance it will go 1.5%. So that means it can keep on going up. But the problem is it can go down, and then there's still a lot of time left on the contract, and then it can go right up again. So there's plenty of time to do this. So I'm not necessarily interested in that. You know, what good is a statistic if it doesn't have to happen today? You know, I'm a day trader. The duration of my trade is not lasting months. So what good is that stat? And also, where's my risk? That's the issue. The stat is that the market opens, the contract opens and it can go 1.5% in any direction. It's a very, very likelihood of that. In fact, in the past 3 years, every single contract, I repeat, every single ES contract has reached either positive 1.5% or negative 1.5%. And it has not done that yet. It's at 1.3% as we speak. So I'm guessing it can crawl a little further upwards to 1.5%. 1.5% would be about 68.10. I repeat, 68.10, which is not far away. So it could probably hit that today. You know what? Judging on that, I don't think I'll take shorts until it hits that number. Where is that number? 68.10. Wait, it's past that stop loss. Could that happen today? Absolutely could happen today. Absolutely could. So it's a little bit. I think it's in a decision mode. Is this going to trend or not? It hasn't quite knocked out the shorts yet. If people are trailing their stop, they're probably still in. They're controlling a bigger position size upwards, and that is can result in the imbalance of it going upwards, in my opinion, because you're controlling so much more position size. If people trail their stop and add to their winners, they're winning. Their position size long is much bigger. We're just waiting for trail stops to be hit to go downwards, and then it'll chop around and create a big point of control in this box. And that's what I'm looking for. In general, is it going to continue trending? That's the question. I don't know. It's touching all-time highs right now. Pretty much at all-time highs on the day. So what am I going to do? Well, man, the answer is probably the same. Just go buy it, bro. Look, it's bullish. Go buy. Bullish? Buy. Makes sense, dude. Let's go to our ledger. I want to see the ES. Yeah, let's switch this to the ES. We'll do 3.75 zones. Fine with me. Fine with me. Right now, it's at 2R, it looks like. Let me see here. 3.75, 1701. We're waiting. 3.75. So I haven't decided what I want to do, how I want to trade today. I'm giving myself full freedom to just look. You have a wealth of knowledge at your disposal. Bro, make money in the markets. That's what I'm telling you to do. I don't give a shit about anything else. Just make money in the markets, man. Make money today, bro. Come on. Can you do that? That'd be great. That's what I'm saying to myself. Like, all right. So don't let anything pressure you. Don't let any one strategy pressure you. Just what do you think's going to happen? That's all. What do you think's going to happen? All right. Let's take a gander at this. Let's take a gander with Zonder. Let's take a gander with Zonder, dude. 67.90. 67, 86.25. Are you serious? That's the ledger? It's very mean reverting. Look, I mean, just today, if you really want to know, my simulated account is murking it. I just run the system. Just set the system and run it. And it's up $2,600 right now. We're up 6.8% in 10 days. I mean, this is the ledger. I mean, these are my systems that I'm running. I mean, why don't you just do that? It's like, bro, it's hard to just follow one thing. It's made 1,400 today, and then this one made. It's still playing right now, so I can't write the account down yet, because we're gonna trade negative $500 at the moment. Simulated, yeah. I'm not in it. I had job interviews, so I can't. I'm not gonna trade or have trades on when I'm trying to talk in a job interview. So I had to say no to that. So that's why we're here now. What do I think's gonna happen, dude? Yeah, I'm asking myself that. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's deciding if it wants to go up or not, and continue the trend. When in doubt, go with the trend. Well, that would mean go long. That's what that would mean. On the daily chart, you can see it's in chop. It's waiting breakout. It's at the high, though. It could base. You know what it could do? I think what it could do is create a point of control. Oops. Create a point of control here. That's what I think is going to happen. And that's what it's looking like it's trying to do. But we're at the high end of this point of control, which I would like to go short. So if it goes up another increment here, I'm probably going to go short. I'm letting it break the high one more time. That's what I'm looking for. On the smaller time frames, let's go to something that we haven't seen since NAM. This would be called crude oil. I haven't seen crude oil since NAM, since I served in the Vietnam War. I haven't seen oil since freaking a long time ago, bro. I can't believe, what is it doing? Wow, that's a crazy chop. Wow, dude. The ledger on the higher time frames just mean reverting like a maniac right now. So it did have a good trend up, since 2020. And then since it's found its balance, it's like, I love this area. Oh my gosh. Crude oil loves this area. Fuck, it's literally in the middle of the range right now. Of course it is, because the majority of time is spent right in the middle of that range. Crude oil is calm. I repeat, crude oil is calm. Man, we're going to have to go to the super small time frames to see anything. I mean, we're working with very tight ranges. That's amazing. That's amazing how back and forth this is. I'm going to have to put on a increment count here and just to see the increments. Let's say $3 is an increment. That's quite a bit, but that's fine with me. I like higher time frame stuff. So let's go to that. I need the higher time frame one in here. I think it's probably just mean reverting like a maniac. I want to see if there's, I mean, I've already checked if there's edge. I didn't check the higher time frame like this though. I checked only the tiny time frames. $3, a $3 range. That's 300 ticks. That's a long time, bro. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh my goodness, there hasn't been a trend. Okay, June there was a trend upwards. There must have been June 13th. Must have been a trend. Yeah, this move upwards right here. So since then, there has been nothing but mean reversion. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. I'm gonna do a study quick. Let's go back since 20. I don't care. Actually, that's not gonna help me today. What am I doing? I need to make money today. What are you doing? All right, let's find a trade then. We're going to have to go to the smaller time frames. But it is good to know that it's in a complete mean reversion state right now. Maybe on the smaller time frames, maybe it won't be. It looks like it is moving somewhat. Let's go to the 15-minute. You can see the 60 minutes, definitely the curve here. There's a high. there's a low. It's touched the low again. It's ripping from it. There is supply here, what I would call back in the old days, a holding level. Holding level protecting free space of 3 outside local distal line, recency 2-3, magnitude 2-3. This would be a higher quality zone in terms of all of my studies. But I would have to get out of these wicks here, and that would be it. So there is a sniper zone right underneath it. I'm going to have to look at the 15-minute and see what that looks like. Good old zones. Good old zones. The old zones. It looks like crap. That is not good. I'm looking for significant free space, and right now there's free space just dwindled to 2, which is not good. We want free space. It looks free on the 60-minute chart, but this is not that significant of a drop compared to what it should be. It should be in a small amount of time. It should have dropped big, and that would be free space, and that's not exactly what's happened. So I'm disabling that one. I can tell you right now, I think just there's so much chop on oil. It looks like it's moving on the bigger time frames, and it is, but on the smaller time frames, it's just, I think it's not tradable. I think the bigger time frames are really the deciders here. Are we going to see another wick work? So you see that this wick down here wicked upwards. ES is coming up. I'm going to let it go past 6,800 and then sell short for a mean reversion trade. I'm waiting. So if this thing created a wick here, it created a wick here. Are we going to see these wicks hold? And if so, it's obviously going to be an uptrend. Are we going to see that, or are we going to see some chop? In my opinion, based on the previous everything, let's see some chop. So this would be now, instead of a stop loss, it would be a target. This would be a target right now. Okay, that's my target. So what I would do is go short this entire area. I would let that thing break on it, break upwards a little bit. I want to see some bullish movement, and then I'm going to go short, and that would be it. That's it. I'm giving it plenty of space in the free space. The free space is not so significant, but the higher time frame does indicate that it looks good. It looks like there's nothing above it until way up here, so that's what I want. I like this, and I'm looking at these stop orders as my target. So I'm hoping that it can go upwards and then go short on it. The problem here is that this is probably going to last multiple days. This is not going to make money today. Buddy, it's a good idea, but we got to go in way tiny time frame. But in order to go in a small time frame, I have to know what's going on in the bigger picture. So in terms of anything, it's on a breakout spot, and I guess I could do a volume profile of the day and see where orders are. It seems like it's just basing at the high. That's what it's doing. It seems like it's just basing at that high. It's not wanting to break. It's been there for an hour, dude. It's been at the same price for an hour. Like, what is it doing? It's just going back and forth. That's brutal to trade. Breakout? I don't know, bro. I got nothing. I don't have any data on it. So what am I doing? You know? All right, this thing is rallying. ES is rallying. It cannot be stopped. Is it slow? Yes, the morning session was slow. Middle session created a decent, well, it's ongoing right now. So it's creating a good range. If it creates a good range, that signals afternoon activity, meaning trends. That's out. The system got out. I can't believe it. We went from $2,600 profit to positive $1,200 profit. Why? Because we just lost the simulator did. Yeah, I have to track that. It just lost big time. That was a huge move. Negative. 1252 is what you end with. That means you lost money in that account. So 1252, that strategy lost whatever that difference is. Bro, I'm telling you right now, the mean reversion strategy, I've been waking up at 5 a.m. turning this baby on. I tell you what, it has been killing it. We're up 8% in the simulator account. I mean, how much percentage is just alone in the pre-market? 5.8% of the 8% is just pre-market. Just the pre-market mean reversion going sideways before the open. That is crazy profitable right now at the moment. Obviously, the entire back test is profitable, so that's why I have it going. Thus far, we haven't had an opportunity to trend. Since September 22nd, the market has not been volatile enough for us to trend. And if you actually look at the daily chart, it looks like that too. There's just nothing there yet. We're looking for expanding range. We're looking for more volatility, more energy, higher trade counts. Then we want to add to winners, trail our stop. Until then, we're adding to losers, trailing our target. That's what we should be doing. That's what I'm trying to do here if it comes up any more than that. So in terms of oil, it's just chilling. How about let's go to soybean oil? No, we're not going to fucking soybean oil. No, we're not doing soybean oil. All right, we're doing oil, okay? We already said crude oil. There's plenty of movement. There's going to be some type of movement, all right? I tell you what. This thing looks like it's just wanting to rush downwards. Wow. There's just nothing there. I can't do anything with that. I have nothing there. I'm not going to force any trade, bro. I tell you what, I think this is going to work. I think the 240 minute is going to work. I do. I think this zone's going to work. That's what I think is going to happen. Well, I can't do anything about that. All right. So in terms of ES, we can redo the volume profile because we have gained a little bit of range. So let's go ahead and do that. 1055. What do you think is going to happen? Well, I think it's going to go down, but I'm waiting for it to go up a little bit more. We are creating some type of... This is not a good thing if you want mean reversion. Right now, it's creating another pocket of volume above where it was. So right now, I've seen this accelerate. I've back tested this where I, just by hand, by looking at it. Not a real back test, but I've seen where it just creates, when it starts creating multiple pockets of volume, it's an expansive trend day. So this is a little bit worrisome, actually. So it could continue up. That's interesting. The daily is at multiple different highs. It's on a weekly high right now. It's doing... The day has hit this high many, many times. It's just going right back up. That's what it's doing right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm bullish on it altogether. So we shouldn't probably do too much shorts. It's just so bullish. Even running at highs, I do not trust these highs. I do not trust the highs right now. Are we really going to short it? Yeah, I'm going to short it right as it breaks the high. Just for a small movement. I think that's fine with me. I do. You can't go 3.75 points but down. Come on. I think it will. It's already gone 3 increments upwards in a row. That only happens 12.5% of the time. And we're going to get in at 4, which only happens 6.5% of the time. So, or 6.25, whatever. So now we're getting in a mean reversion. So it has to go 7 7 increments in a row upwards to lose. Right now it's at 3, nearing 4. So I don't know, man. I don't think it will. Yeah. Well, it's been a half an hour now. I haven't placed a trade. Is this really going to be like this? Well, I'm giving myself full freedom, no rules. I can trade whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. And at the moment, I think I just don't know what to do. I think I've been just so much in line with, oh, run my system, do this, same thing. Yes, same thing. And there's no signals for that. Yeah. The trade count this morning was small, but that was just because it was preparation of that 9 a.m. announcement. The 9 a.m. announcement popped this thing up, and it hasn't looked back. I mean, the big dogs must have bought during this exchange time. Where is it? During this back and forth action right here. There's a lot of back and forth here. It looks like it went back and forth like 3 times. It went like 6 to 8 times back and forth in this area. That little box there, yes. Multiple times in the pre-market. That's why we made money in the pre-market. Because it was not going in one direction. But, man, when that 8:30 or 9 a.m. announcement, it just took off. So this is a breakout box right now. So that's where I think people, the real players have their open positions right here. That's where I think they are. So what do I think is going to happen? They're probably up money and want to protect that. So they can allow it to come back a little bit, but not more than that, you know? So again, I think there's a call downwards. I think there's a calling for it to go down towards this volume point of control and perhaps base sideways, because when people are in a position, as long as doesn't go down against them, they're fine. So they have no reason, they don't need to make this thing go upwards more and more and stretch it, just as long as it doesn't come down. So holding levels are probably the move. This is a great distal line. This area, I would assume, holds price upwards. That's what I would think. It's coming down now. Not what I wanted. I wanted it to go up one more time. Yeah, that's going down. Darn it. Darn it. Dang nabbit. It's doing too much back and forth right now. Too much mean reversion, I tell ya. Too much mean reversion. This one's going to settle at 3R. We're probably going to see it here. 3R if it comes down anymore. Hold on. All right, Brohan. This should go this way. All right. No trades yet. I know. Well, I'm waiting. I don't know. I mean, this is going to come down here, and it'll lock in a 3R finally. I mean, a long 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, long 3. It'll print as so much mean reversion. I tell you what, so much mean reversion. I mean, there hasn't been a trend since 10 o'clock yesterday. Wow. And then not including at 9 a.m. open, that movement upwards, which clearly was substantial. Man, oh man. The shorts have not had much opportunity. Wow. Yeah, it's slow. It's very slow. That's why I was thinking it wouldn't be a trend day. Wouldn't be a trend day, yo. It's creating a point of control right here. Right where it is, right on the high. Right on that tip top high. All right. Wow. Well, I want to get in a trade. I know I'm going to. I don't want to short at 800 because it's lame. And I'm not lame. So if anything, I'd long. Interesting. Let's go to this one. It's just so bullish, bro. What can I do? What can I do? Well, no system's got signals. So the best you can do is do nothing. Is that how I'm going to trade this hour and a half? You got $2,400 max risk. The goal is to make money. Stop at, I don't know, 1,000. That'd be great. 1,000 stop. So what are you doing? Make money. I don't think it works like that anymore, bro. I'm trying. There's just no decision. Yeah, it went up. And then it's done mean reversion. And then it goes up 3 again. So 3R has just completed itself with this retracement. It's now the short's turn. The shorts haven't spoken, since 8:45 today. They really haven't shown anything at all. The shorts have shown nothing. So if trends will continue, then you go buy as soon as the shorts. As soon as it's the shorts turn, you go buy it, and that's what it is right now. We're going to see retracement. What's my consensus? I don't know. I think this high is bogus. I mean, really, we're going to go to the high and then come down all the way down? Like, I think that's just crazy. So this is what I do. I look at a high, and then I put this box around the high, and then I make millions of dollars because it goes to the high and comes down. Really? That's how you make millions of dollars. You just find the all-time high, and you sell short at the all-time high, and that's what you do. I just don't think... I don't want to put my money on this box. That's why I'm waiting for it to break. I'm not going short. I refuse. I'm not going to be in this group of people right here. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Not necessarily going long, but I'm not going short. So that's why I'm not taking a trade right now. Even though I'm allowed full freedom right now. I have 0 rules except risk management and time limit. I have 1 hour. Let's check on our friend crude oil. Hey friend, how's it going, crude oil? Oh, you tried to break out and you didn't. So what are you doing now? You're just chilling? Are you ever not going to chill? I don't know, like do something? No? Okay. So you're just one of those guys? Sounds good, crude oil. Can I go for a trend line break on you? I do notice a trend line on the 5-minute. Would you appreciate breaking that trend line going downwards and perhaps breaking that main low? Would that be fun? It's counter trend. The trend's up, dude. The push has put upwards. It's protecting free space below it. It has a good distal line. Are you going to break that trend line? All right. I'll go for the trend line break. Can I do this with you? Yeah, sure. Okay, sweet. I'm doing it. All right. I need my handy dandy calculator. How much risk is How much risk is 9 cents? $90. $90. So you can probably do 2 contracts at least. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm happy to do it, dude. I'll get in at 80. My stop loss is going to be this high. 88. It's super quick. Yeah, I'll probably do 3 contracts. How much risk would that be? $300. But my profit's bigger, so I like that idea. Ah, come on, boys. Market orders. There's such a thing called market orders where you never have to worry about being filled. Did you know that? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, to know and not to do is not to know. That means you really didn't know that. You didn't really understand that. Well, every time you set a limit order, you have to sign consent that you will not be filled. Do you understand that? Every time you set a limit order, it's not a confirmation of that. Do you want to buy at this price? No, it's a confirmation. Will you allow price to move without you and your order's sitting there while you never get filled? Are you comfortable with that? If not, buy market, dude. Do the market order. So I didn't sign on that confirmation. My bad. My bad about that. I did set a limit order. You're right. Whatever, dude. My bad. Didn't think that. I didn't think that through. We still might never be filled. All right, we're in. We're in, boys. We're in. We have a very, very tight risk box. Right here, that's my risk. Let's see, risk reward here. A 1R 1.5 would be my target. This would be my target. Looks like a 1.5 is my target, yeah. 1, 2, 3R, got it. Now I'll erase this stuff. All right, so that's my my stops right here. My stop is actually really close. Really, really close. It's not even at the high. I'm risking $240. Our reward is down here at 63, 64, which is $480. And honestly, I could trail my stop because we don't know how far this can go, bro. It could go to 50s, honestly. 60s for sure. I'm moving to 60 for sure. Risking 240 to 600 to make 600. So about a 2-to-1. Well, 240 slippage will get me 270. So yeah, 270 for 600 is about a 2R. 2Rs have a 33% win rate inherently, so I'm likely to lose right now. Just saying. Do you consent to that also? Do you consent to losing? Bro, I signed up for this shit, of course. Now punch my ticket. Thank you. All right, moving on. Let's go to ES. I am tying up all the contracts I can on crude oil right now because I do want to short ES at 805. 6805. I think it won't continue like this, but fuck, man. You think it won't continue like this, but yet it is continuing. It is continuing like this. That's what it's doing. Every time, bro. Every time. All right. So we are short we're at 1R on oil. Oil is dropping. Do you want to add? No, I can't. I'm at max capacity. Do you want to trail your stop? Do you want to move your target further on? I know that I've already moved my target further on. At this point, I have moved it to 60. So instead of this blue line, it's this blue line I moved it to. Is that really a good idea? Well, yeah, I think it's at the bottom of this low and it's in a mean reversion state. And mean reversion states so often mean that if it breaks a low, it gets bought up. If it breaks a high, it gets sold out. So my target's just beyond that low. So I'm very comfortable with that. I tell you what, if it breaks that low, I'm bringing my stop to break even. Until then, I am allowing myself to go from a positive $300 position to a negative $270. And I will lose $270 if this thing goes up. That's all I can know, bro. That's all I can know. I consent. I consent. There ain't no trading without consent, you know? I just think that a lot of people just don't understand what they're signing up for. You consent to losing that. Do you understand? Yes, I do. I totally do. I hear you, bro. All right. ES is up another increment. Of course, the shorts get shut out again. That's how many times in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a row the shorts tried, which means 5 times in a row the ES went down 3.75 points. That just happens in my increment. So it goes down 4 points. And every single time it cannot continue one more 4-point movement. So that means every retracement of 4 points, it's been bought up. Every single time for the past 5 times since the day has started. So what does that mean? Well, you don't need me to tell you. It's an uptrend, bro. That's what it means. The shorts are getting shut out. They're showing no effort. They have no strength. Shorts are brutal right now, and that's what's happening. So, yeah, you could make 5R just doing that. Just longing as soon as the shorts have their time. But you never know, bro. That's what I'm saying. You never know if it's going to create a retracement and then some mean reversion. That's what I'm kind of hoping on. Let's do this one more time. Let's update the time here, 11:15. So let's see the volume once more. We see 3 points of control now. This is a signal that things are trending right now. The volume is spreading, dude. It's spreading out. It's not good for mean reversions. But a lot can happen, dude. It's only 11:15. A lot can happen in the entire afternoon. This could just be setting up the range for mean reversion the entire afternoon. I don't know. I don't know. What's the daily ATR? I can check that. That's a good idea. That's actually a great idea. Oh, man, the crude oil's right on this important low here. It is right on that low. It has not broken. I am not moving my stop unless that breaks. I'm not moving my stop unless that thing breaks. That low will, so I'm not doing that. Do you consent to losing $300? I already told you I do. I consent, bro. Trust me. Trust me, dude. Trust me. All right, let's go to ES. Tell me the day. Tell me the day. Show me the ATR on today. Show me the average candle body or ATR. I like candle bodies a lot. Price movement. Let's do candle bodies. Big candle body guy. Huge candle body guy. I'm big on candle bodies, bro. It's actual movement of price, bro. ATR is one thing, but, average ACB. You won't find it anywhere else, bro. In fact, I haven't actually looked. I don't know if anybody else has done this, but I'm telling you that this is custom made homes. Where are we at? What is it called again? ACB. What am I doing? ACB. Where's my ACB at? Here we go. Let's go to 1600. Yep, the full days. Average length is 24 past days. Yeah, I'm good with that. Plot lines under chart, not on chart. Thank you. I like it under chart. Good. Go for it. Yeah, you can do a print statement. I don't know what my print statement entails anymore. All right, so we got some ATR and standard deviation lines. I want to see where we're at right now on the day. It's not ATR. My bad. It's ACB. ACB! We're over average on the candle body. So that means right now we're above average on the day on the actual movement of price. So a lot of times it can create the range and then it doesn't always close at the maximum. So this is adjustable. This is willing to change. In terms of, yeah, today it's above average, not quite positive one standard deviation. The last 100 days, 62% of them were within one standard deviation and 74% of them were within two standard deviations. So what that means is that there's a very strong likelihood. 62% is not that strong, to be honest. I don't think 62% strong. I wouldn't say that. Well, two standard deviations is not going to help me. Two standard deviations will put us at, let's see what price. 69. What is that at right now? 34 points from here. Wherever price is now, 34 points. 68.30. That's two standard deviations. So 68.30 is very likely. Very likely. I can tell you, very, very likely to not get to 68.30 today. Extremely likely. So just to let you know that. It is like far off in the distance, in the stars. It's past the moon. It's in the stars. That's how far away that is. Let's look back on crude oil, see if I've losing my money. It looks like it is coming back against me, unfortunately. Can I trail my stop yet? Please. Can I trail my stop? Please let me trail it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? It went one tick away. Dude, is this going to be the time? Is this going to be fucking time? One tick away and then it never gets me. Is this going to be that day? Is it going to be like that? One tick away again. Come on, boys. I hate targets. I hate it. Twice this morning it did this. It's one tick away from target. 2 ticks away from target. And then, nope. See you later. We saw your exit order there. And we saw your name and we just turned around. It's not, don't take it personal though. We saw your name and we turned around. We said, no, you're not going to get your target filled. We're going to stop you out at break even. That's just our agenda here. That's just, how things happen. Like, wow. But don't take it personal though. Don't take it personal. It's hard not to, bro. It's literally hard not to. Bullshit. Come on. You do everything that I want you to. And then you are one tick away from target. No, I'm not risking money on that trade. I fucking won that trade. No, you didn't. You didn't win until it's realized, bro. Correct yourself. You're right, but that's just crazy to me. Anyways, moving on. I only got 40 minutes left. What are we going to do next? Well, let's see that the ES is hanging around. Gosh darn, it's slow. Wow, it's so slow. Target hit. Nice job, gents. Nice job. How much money is that? $600. So we're positive 600. Our target is 1,000. So we need $400 more. But good thing we got more risk on the line now, so we can risk more. We can risk more because we made money. We can use that risk to make to make more. So that's a good thing. We need $400 more. What do I think's gonna happen? I've been asking myself that, bro. I really don't know. I think this is a floor. This line's a floor. You know, I think that's a good solid floor. But it takes ages to get down there to buy it, so I'm not going to do that. Nor do I really want to, because it's been tested again. I don't like that. So it's created high. It's gotten really close. Did it break the high? Let me check that again. There goes oil. Let's see what oil does. I'm interested, though. Thanks, oil. I appreciate you, oil. A 2R? I consider myself fortunate. You kidding me? 33% win rate on the market. Anytime you take a 2R and win, bro, you're doing it right, because you just risked. You have a very low win rate. You got a 33% win rate. I didn't sign up for 33% win rates, man. I want way higher win rate than that. So that's crazy. That's crazy that won for me. Actually, I usually fucking lose, man. Let's see. That's amazing. Look at this high. Are you serious? The high is 802.75. What is this high? 802.75. Oh my gosh. People say technical analysis is not real. Look at the chart, dude. No, there's a million ticks out here, and it happened to turn literally on the high. That's amazing. That's remarkable. Why am I not short? Fuck that. I'm not going short at the high. I just can't. It's just, I'm not just joining that crowd. I can't, bro. I don't know. Maybe it works. I haven't actually tested that. That's crazy to me. In fact, I want to long it just because that's just, it can't happen. It can't happen. It's too textbook. There's a high. You sell short on the high. It's that simple, boys. It's too textbook, bro. I can't do it. I can't stand it. You know, you don't have to do something so unorthodox. It's all about simplicity, dude. You're right. I didn't think things are that fucking simple. I know we need to keep it simple. I didn't think things are that simple. Freaking the high. It's just funny. Oh my gosh. Look at the day. If you want to see the day is unreal. It's just a box. It's just a box, bro. I trade boxes. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. What do you do? Oh, I trade boxes. Oh, yeah. I mean, see here, what's really important about this is that this is a high and this is a low, and that's what I do. I just sell short the high and I buy the low. It's that simple. I'm not going to let my I'm not going to retaliate by going long against that, though. That's the difference, because yeah, while you might work to you surprise me. You know, these shorts surprise me. It's a surprising thing. It's not going to make me bet against you just because I'm surprised with you. I'm just going to stay out until I'm comfortable with something. I'm just looking at, I can't believe that team is winning. That's all I'm saying. I can't believe that team in this here tournament just beat that team. I can't believe it. Wow. Let's see how far they go. Let's see how far these shorts go. Are the shorts speaking yet? Let me see. Yeah, it's the shorts' turn right now. It's the shorts' turn. That means it's gone down those 4 points. It's ready. The shorts are speaking right now. Where's the shorts stop loss? I tell you what, 5 times in a row, I might actually want to go short. 5 times in a row, the shorts have spoken and they have lost. That's not normal. I mean, it's normal only for uptrends, obviously, but that's not normal. Oh, crude oil dropped way lower, bro. I had $1,550 more I could have got there. Coulda. Did you just say coulda? 10. Give me 10. Bro, you cannot say the word could have. That is not a word. I don't even know what that word means. I don't even think it's a word. It's just a sound. It's some alliteration that you're making out of your mouth. It's not even a word. All right. Are the shorts going to succeed? Well, I'm curious. I really am. I'm wondering if they will. I am wondering. If they don't succeed here, man, I'm worrisome for them shorts because they got everything for it right now. The longs just stopped. They had the chance. They went 3R. Then the shorts did nothing. The longs, they have their chance. They went nothing. They couldn't do it. They could not push price higher. And what happened is right now the shorts have an opportunity. Are you going to do it, shorts? This is your moment. I'm not doing it. I already told myself I'm not going to go short until 805s or 810s, that area, a few increments up. The reason being is that based on yesterday's high, I'm not freaking doing that. I'm not selling short yesterday's high. Can't, dude. Can't do it. Let's go back to oil. Come on. Let's go back to oil. Fuck ES. All right. Oil's dropped a lot further than I thought. It's actually getting inside of this this 30 minute. There it is. This area where there was some mass confusion here. Boom, da boom, da boom, da boom right there. Is this the 240 minute? Yeah, it is the 240 minute one. It's already anti-breakout all the way down. So it's 0.5R right now on the anti-breakout. So I can see that. This is clearly the main low. Right here is clearly the main low. That's a big low. Protecting free space, that's an uptrend. If that breaks, that's important. So it's going to be protected, which you could bet on some movement, or at least some retracement, perhaps. But they can protect it already. So that's the thing. This is a downtrend, dude. You could have held and just trailed and win. You're right. I could have done that. My bad. Just trail your stop. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I'm just going to get out. You're right. Did you say the word could have? No, I didn't say the word could have. I didn't. Did I know? I didn't hear anything. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up though, because it is an uptrend. I'm really unsure about that. I had my trade there. I'm just still unsure. Sorry, mate. I'm just unsure about that. Honestly, if anything, it's a short. Sorry to say it. Sorry, mate, but it's a short, mate. It's a short. This is a short. Okay. Put your money where your mouth is. Tell me why it's a short. All right. I'll tell you why. It's a down movement. Okay. The 3 minute looks like this. Okay. The 3 minutes a rally, base rally quickly. That's a holding split going upwards. Now, what's more is that this 15 minute has not closed yet. In fact, this 15 minute has just started. So I'm going to go short at 60 if I can get involved. This 15-minute is 3 minutes in to its 15-minute life. Are we going to see it break the low? I think we are. That's what I think is going to happen. I think this 15-minute bar can break the low because it's very young right now. Do you think it's going to keep on going up like crazy? It could. In that case, I'm out. But I think it can create a high like it's doing now and create a low, especially given that this is a very bearish movement down. That's what I think. I think that momentum's at least going to continue a little bit. And I did not get filled. I'm waiting. I don't think it might not go up again. Might not go up again. That might be it for it. That's my idea. What's the data behind it? Not a single row of data behind that one. Not a single one. How am I supposed to code that? You tell me. That's fucking hard, bro. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Yeah, I think this totally is going to go lower. At least break that low and look bearish. At least some aggravation to the downside, but we'll see. The ES doesn't look like the shorts are actually doing it. Wow. You let me down again, shorts? Are you going to really do that? You're crazy, shorts, bro. You're crazy. Have some balls, dude. Where are you, shorts? Shorts ain't got no balls today. 0 balls. They're gone. Strange. Where would I put my stop? Good question as well. Looks like the higher time frame is the only way things operate. I'm a little cautious here. I don't want to go in the smaller time frames on this here crude oil. Yeah. It's definitely indecisive. Man, I haven't looked at charts for so long. I've just been doing increments and I read the chart just like this. But now I'm actually looking at the picture. This is kind of fun. No positions right now. I'm actually canceling my oil short. It looks like it's already pushed from where I wanted it. And if it goes upwards, it's kind of confirming that I'm wrong. So I'm not interested. Now, I need to make $400. That's my goal. So I got not much time. So what do I got to do? ES is not doing shit. I'm not touching ES. Man, the higher time frames for oil is the way to go. You can't look at the smaller time frames, man. I don't think it's run on the smaller time frames. I don't think they care. I don't think they care about the smaller time frames. I think it's all about the bigger picture here. Just because there's no, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it makes any sense on the smaller time frames. When you get bigger, it totally looks like it makes sense. Like I can see that this is a pivot, goes upwards, another pivot, it protects it, it breaks the high, then gets pushed down. That's what it's doing right now. The momentum's down because it just pushed upwards, and whether the buyers got out at the high, I don't know, but it created a high and it got anti-breakout, which is a push lower right after it breaks the high. So it's an uptrend. They are definitely battling some push lower right now, and that's what the warfare is at right now. It's a warfare. Let's see if the longs want to push. I mean, I'm excited to see. I think I'm waiting on the next move on this one. I'm not going to jump in either way. I think I'm waiting for the next idea. If it does go upwards in an anticipatory, I would go short. Yeah, I would be on the short team. I would be on the short team. Where would be my stop? It would have to be at the high. I don't see any other way to do it. I don't generally like this area either. These generally don't work for me when the distal line is the same as the leg out. Not ideal. But this right now is an anti-breakout on the smallest time frame possible. This is an anti-breakout. I know these, dude. I know these. This is a short. This is a downtrend anti-breakout. What am I doing? It's bro, you're going to be risking what? 5 ticks at most? I can't do that. That's nothing. It's just not worth it. How about this? You put a box there as if you sold short. This is my red box. We'll see if I was right. We'll see if I was right. You just be patient, young fellow, and you tell me if you were right. Good. Watch me get proven wrong to myself. Ha. Aren't you forgetting something? You consent to that working without you. I repeat, I consent to this zone working like a charm, and I could have went short, but I did not, and I consent to not. I consent to not going short. Yes, that's true. I consent to it. Look at that go. Oh my gosh. Why didn't you go short? Because it was a fucking 5-tick zone, bro. It's not a good spot for my stop there either, so I'm not interested. Let it be, bro. ES does look like it wants to come down. It is trying to push. Went right back up and then not quite 4 points, so it went down. The shorts are still speaking. They have not gone one increment yet. Not one. Are we going to see a shorts actually do this? I hope so. Do you want to go short? Not really. I just don't want to fucking go short at the high, dude. I can't. Can't do it. Fine, I'll miss out on money. Great. I just can't stand putting my stop on the high, just where everybody else is. I can't do that. Sorry. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Well, you got other symbols. Yeah, that's true. But I also have only 19 minutes. Tell you what. You could go down to the small time frames on NQ. Yeah, bro. NQ is pretty crazy, though, I must say. It has the highest tick count in terms of average true range divided by the ticks that it can trade within it. It has the highest tick count of all future symbols by far. I think it's double the ES last time I checked. Yeah, so the amount of movement on NQ is insane, bro. It's distinctly different than every other symbol. At least ES is somewhat relatively similar to other symbols, like crude oil and gold. But NQ is on another category. It has a higher volatility in comparison to the amount of ticks. So scaling in, scaling out really works well on NQ. I think that's what people do, because the amount of ticks is just crazy. A lot of small price fluctuation. Do you want to drift down to NQ? No, I don't. I don't really like dealing with correlated symbols, because then I always think like one versus the other, and I just don't like that. So I just do non-correlated, and I happen to choose the ES, so I'm with the ES today. That's what's going on. Look, how are we going to make money? I know. I'm looking at the screen too. Sometimes the screen just doesn't give you money. It just happens like that, bro. I don't think it works every second of the day, man. So right now the shorts have tried. So based on this chart, the longs were trying. and then the short, it went down 4 points, and then the shorts have switched over now. Now the shorts are trying. It's pretty much at break even. I don't think, personally, I do not think the shorts are going to get a trend based on the fact that it's an uptrend. So I could mean revert. I could go long. I could mean revert the shorts, and I'd like it to do maybe a 1R and then maybe a 2R before I start mean reverting, before I buy a downtrend, because this is an uptrend. So if it tries to do a down, then I'm willing to go long. So I think that I would do that if it goes to 2R. So 67.90, I'd be happy and willing to go long. And I don't have to have much of a target. It's only 4 points. I'm risking 7R to make 1. And in this case, it would be $1,000 to make 187. So 1,000 something for 187, whatever 3.75 points is. Yeah, 790. I'm happy with that. Hopefully this little down move can continue. I'm fine with that. I like that idea. Just let it continue, because this thing is a freaking uptrend, bro. That's all I can tell you. It's interesting that the high of day is a pivot like that. You can see it's a hammer bar. That's always fun. I'm sure someone's seen that. Hammer bar, and it actually happens to be the high. So you can get in very early if you see that. Small risk and potentially large reward. In my back tests, I have not had success doing that. So maybe I could look at that again. I don't know. There's too much other things to look at. All right. It's time to do another volume profile update. Let's see the volume. 1145. Wow. All right. It looks like there's a huge separation from the pre-market to the market. It seems like this announcement popped it and it locked it. So that's what it looks like it's doing. It looks like it's pretty comfortable that 82 is the floor. That low is the floor of today. I'd be surprised if it does break. We would have to have some type of volatility. We'd have to have some volume, something in the afternoon. I don't know what's calendar. Is there anything today? Oh, FOMC minutes at 1 p.m. Oh, that could do it. It's not the rate announcement, which is significantly less. I don't think it's the rate announcement. It's significantly less volatile when it's just them speaking. I don't know if it's the rate announcement, bro. I'm not sure about that. Yeah. Well, until then, it could probably mean revert. That's a good point. I already did. I'll have to look at that again. I'll write that down. Do an analysis. I'll do an analysis of the hour before FOMC. Are there moves? I think that would be interesting. Are there moves, directional moves, or mean revert? I think that would be cool. I could do that for sure. All right. Oops. All right. Well, the Bears are working. I think they're going to get their one increment. Congratulations, Bears. It only took you 5 times, 5 attempts to actually push down. Thank you. Good job. You're actually only halfway there to 1 increment. Oh my goodness. We are not going to be able to take that trade. We got 12 minutes, bro. What's oil doing? Oil, look at my zone, dude. It broke through. It broke the zone. I told you. Well, buddy. You broke the zone. You're coming right back up. I have no idea, my friend. I would go short. If it goes to 70. I'm short at 70 for a comeback bar prevention. Oh, the old comeback bar prevention. The old comeback bar prevention. The old. Dude. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to look at. I want to see some of my comeback bar preventions, see how the results are. Pretty sure the results are freaking horrible. Man, it was so far away, so long ago. Trade ledger? Oh, yeah. This is it. I want to find comeback bar preventions. Here we go. Let's see how well comeback bar preventions did. How many comeback bar preventions do I have? No, not anti-comeback bar preventions. Thank you. Not anti-breakouts yet. Just comeback bar preventions. Thank you, sir. See how many they are. How many? Why is there only that many? 13 of them? Bro, I have way more than that. Where are my trades? Huh. CBP. I don't get it. Did I call it something else? Where are my trades, dude? How many trades do I have in here? 977. Oh, there's another ledger somewhere. There's another ledger somewhere that has more. I don't know. Oh, I have it in Tableau. Yeah, I do have it in Tableau. I could do that. I could just look at that. That's true, too. All right, the Bears have won once. Nice job, Bears. You moved 1 increment downwards. Congratulations. And you're going right back up. Congrats, Bears. I appreciate that, Bears. Good work. You did really good work, Bears. You did really good work, Bears. You did your best. And you're already going back up. At least you tried. At least you tried, Bears. At least you tried. This one. This one is it. Let's see comeback bar preventions. Let's see if it made any money. This is not it. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. Bow now bow bow now bow bow now bow. Doodle 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 doodle. Comeback bar prevention made 8 apples. Wow. What's my win rate? 95 comeback bar prevention trades. Where is the win rate, my friend? Oh, yes. Yes, there's a filter. Comeback bar prevention. Tell me the win rate, baby. 43% win rate. Sick. Sick, dude. Average win is 4R. Oh, no. Average win is 1R. But 4R is how far they go. Oh, on average, they go really far. Wow. That's interesting. So obviously you could hold for longer. But I get out at 1R. Interesting. Yep, equal longs, equal shorts. Yeah, you made 8R doing it. How'd you fucking make 8R when you're losing 51% of the time? I don't get it. Or sorry, winning 43% of the time. I don't get how you made money. Oh, position sizing. Duh. Position sizing can make a losing strategy still make money somehow. Because you just happen to be bigger size on the wins. That's what it looks like that this happened. That's funny. Yep. So in general, you hold on to them. I would get in at 70 if we can, because that's a comeback bar prevention for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I tell ye what, the shorts are doing it. They're trying. Look, we got 5 minutes left. How are we going to make money? I'm trying. I'm just trying. I don't know what to do. We need to make $400. We might lose. We might just not do it. We might not be able to do it, man. My entry's at 90 way down here. My good golly, so far away. Good golly. My golly. Everything is... Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not taking trades after noon. So... You're going to have to do it now, bro. Bro, I'm hungry. Dude, I haven't eaten for 40 hours and 21 minutes. That's a long time, bro. I must say. I'm getting there, dude. 8 more hours. I can eat at 7:34 tonight, and you bet your bottom dollar at 7:34, 7:35, I'm probably going to have food in my mouth. Probably. I'm very goal-oriented. It's just very, very goal-oriented. All right. Come on, ES. The Bears are trying to conduct business here. They have to go down to 90 for me to be interested. Right now, it hasn't done it. Oil is doing its thing. I could see this coming down too, bro. I really could. I really, really could, as an anti-breakout going downwards. But at the same time, I'd probably wait for the comeback bar prevention, which is not going to happen anymore because 3 minutes until the 60-minute bar prints. The only thing we can do right now is short. Short. I would put my money on shorts, to be honest with you. Why? Because it's bearish. It pushes down. The bulls have a green bar over a green bar, signaling to them like, oh, guys, everybody come along. Let's go long. Bull bar over bull bar. Come on, boys. And then they sign their death certificates, and then we take their death here at the low. That's what we would do. That's called an anti-breakout because it's breaking out to the upside. It's going upwards, and then we short right when they long, and then we get out at their stop loss, which is the low. And that's our target now. And that's our idea. And does that tie into the bigger time frame? Yes, it's fine. It's totally fine with the bigger time frame. I think that's what I'm doing.
Order filled.
We're in, boys. We're in, boys. We're in. Bow, bow, ba-dow, ba-dow, ba-dow. That's my agenda, bro. I did market order because fuck it. My target is exactly what I was said. 46 is my target. 46. That's $300. Well, it's really close to 400. I'd be very, very happy either way. My stop loss is going to have to be 80s. You're going to have to risk 380 to make 300. This is a little bit better than a 50-50 chance. I would call it 50-50 because I lose a lot. So 50 freaking 50, all right? It's a 50-50 bet. Let's put our stop loss in 80. And our entry is about 61. Boom to boom. That's our risk box. This is our risk box right here. That's a nice risk box. It's a big fat risk box. Our target is that blue line, obviously. Actually, I don't need that. So that's it. That's all she wrote. It's over. Now I have committed to the trade, and there is nothing else that can convince me to get out of this trade. My plan is my stop loss, which is this red line, that red line, not the big one, that red line, and then this blue line is my target, period. And I'm either going to make money or lose money. I'm already down $100 on the trade, so it looks like I'm going to lose. But at the same time, it's very bearish. That high is very bearish. So it makes sense that there's some aggression, or at least some movement downwards to signal like, all right, let's continue. At least try to signal the bears. I don't know, man. That's my goal. That's what I'm doing. That's it. Noon has hit. So it's over. No more entries. That's it, man. The most we can lose right now is $380, and I'm already up 600, so that's helpful. So the most I can win today is like 180 or something like that. Or 120, what is it? Let's say $400, so $200 maximum. That's unfortunate. I hope I win. I really hope so. That's it. I mean, look how bullish it looks. That's exactly what I want. This is precisely what I'm looking for. Look at this climb. This climb is like green. Right as you think it's going to go up, the shit just gets clobbered, bro. Oh my gosh. How many times have I done that? I go long and I get clobbered. It looks all green. Clobbered, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm betting on. Saying, no, bro, that's not going to go up. But in reality, it absolutely can. And I will lose if that's the case. That is what it is, bro. It is what it is, but I like it. I like everything about it right now, so we're good. That's it. So I hope it goes down, bro. I'm going to actually go on a little walk. I'm actually going to leave this on because maybe this trade will be done in 10, 15 minutes anyway, so. But then again, if it could go 30 minutes, there's no point in just watching one trade. Yeah. Wow. It didn't break this line. I'm not happy about that. I'd rather get in after that. Scheiße. I don't like that line. I don't like that zone as a stopping point. I'm glad I get an extra 10 ticks on my stop, but still, that's not ideal. We'll see. Nothing we can do about it. We already purchased, bro. It's over. We drove the car off the lot. It's over. I'm down $160 right now on the trade. Not ideal. No, not really ideal. Not my favorite thing to do is lose. Not my favorite thing to do. All right. But that's it. My stop's at 80. I hope it goes down. That's about it. That's the end. That is the end. And that's it. Interesting. Very interesting stuff. All right. Peace.